passages is where she places herself as she feels that she's got to hide in the sections. And when she does come through this link of vortex of tunnelling, she runs down. And I'd like to retrace the feelings of this little girl.
Yeah.
Rosemary. Rosemary.
Derek mentioned that Rosemary liked to hide her dollies in a box hidden in the secret stairwell. This was a place that was definitely going to be visited later.
The little girl comes here and she's drawn and she manages, as I've had to physically pull this. I know this comes back at times and probably is found open when earlier it was closed and it's found ajar, I feel. And she looks up to the symbol here and sends thoughts out, mental thoughts, bless her, in this section here. I feel maybe she feels it's like a little holy shrine, and she's drawn to it. And she thinks in a beautiful little way, and has done for a long time, felt as if she sends her thoughts out and a love and like a prayer state, that something will happen and she'll be collected. But she's collected, she doesn't know where to.
How can we help her?
We can all sit here a little bit later on, all collectively, with our compassionate hearts, and ask the angelic love, okay, to finally, with our collective love, to come and collect her.
Right, we're going to do that.
It has never been done before in a collective...
Right, we're all going to do that.
Heart.
Okay.
If I may just walk over here.
Yep, I'm behind you.
There's a lady who I can see her outline sitting here. Very authoritative in look.
Strict?
Yes.
Right.
Very much so. And no nonsense with this one. She would shout over.
Oh, what was that?
Okay. It's okay.
Somebody pitched my
Yes.
mum.
Yes. Okay. The likelihood is the little girl to get your attention. Okay?
I don't know if I was imagining it, but I definitely felt a pinch on my bottom.
Can I just say, yes, that's been real.
Has it?
That's been real. And she would not do anything to help the child. But then, when I say that in all fairness, I don't feel she's capable of doing anything for the child.
Okay.
Thomas is an L. Thomas is an L. Thomas is an L. He's more than just an L.
Right.
He's a sick L.
A sick Earl.
A sicko Earl.
Sicko Earl. Not nice.
No.
That was amazing. I felt a little...
Yes, just a little...
Yeah.
This little link, yes. Okay. Come on, see if you can give a little bit of activity. Come on. We go back down?
Yeah.
Okay.
I felt a pinch on my mum. What's in there?
Right, okay. Now, I'm drawn very, very, very strongly to all this here, this machinery, so to speak. And I feel that if a person, maybe there is case history of this on record, if a person was down here also in this area, a lot of activity. There's a lady who's now just showing herself, rather a plump lady. It's like she just wants to show herself off to me, which is very blessed of you. And she comes, and she was accustomed to the conditions here. And quite a proud lady of, because I see this, like, pride, you know, as she stands to the side of the door like this, you see. And I feel that she had problems with her legs coming from the calves down. I noticed this, because the stockinettes, that as the dress is pulled up, it's more pinafore and full length of dress, and she pulls them up, and I see something that was affecting her legs.
Right.
And I feel that she was in pain for best part of the time, but she had to soldier on and carry on with her work and her duties. And I feel that at times, even now, I feel no matter what this area was in the past or even to the present, fragrances at times of food and warmth. In actual fact, there was a fire. Thank you, Sam. A fire. Yes. Yes. I smell the fragrance of the charring and the burning, and it's like as if I take it and it's down to the ground and I have to rebuild again. And I feel it would apply to these sections here.
Right.
The Great Fire.
From here, Derek and I dash back to investigate a commotion in the darkened dining room, where Jason had picked up some activity on the EMF meter.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah.
Oh. Light will dissipate it. As I said, it's completely gone. You can hear it's not there now. It's gone. When we were here in 1993, one of the things that we do in our experiments is a light dusting of flour on surfaces to detect footprints, handprints, etc. And this table actually was a different table, it was in this area. We put a light dusting of flour on it and sealed this area off. The 3 investigators were in a different part of the building. When we unsealed the room, there was a large handprint here. It was about a foot long. It was much longer than any of the investigators' hands. And it looked like it had touched it, realised that it had made its mark, moved its hand, and the flower was on the floor as if it had realised. Wow. And that was just...
And what's this little thing here?
What we just had here in the dark was... this is an EMF reading detector. A lot of things have a natural EMF field, and ghosts are supposed to distort the EMF field when they're active.
Right.
The yellow field really shows something which would be unusual, and the sound that you heard a moment ago was indicating something was here.
I didn't realise you were here. It was pitch black, and all I could hear was this noise.
But as soon as the light was turned on, it dissipated. I mean, there's nothing at all here now. You can hear.
So it's better to do things in the dark, do you think?
They're frightened of the light.
Right then. Shall we be brave, guys? Okay. Turn the lights off.
We'd only had the lights off for a few minutes, and already some of the crew had seen something odd.
What did they see?
I sat at the table. Rick was this end, I was the other end. Rick said, I'm feeling something. I came round and sat here, and the energy point was fairly close to Rick. I sat down, and it was that feeling again.
That tingly. Yeah.
And I looked over at the fireplace, and I said to Rick, turn your head to the right slowly. And he did, and he just said, oh my God.
And you could see it, you could see it.
Just like a pair of legs here.
A pair of what, sorry?
A pair of legs. Legs. Yeah. And they had a, well, I said like a long coat, but Rick said a cloak. Yeah. Yeah.
That makes sense actually with what's been seen in this room.
But the body was under here. The body, you couldn't see the rest of it, just the legs.
Okay.
Shall we sit down?
Yeah.
We decided to stay and keep a watch on the fireplace, and as luck would have it, we caught on camera these small lights, known as orbs. It seemed odd that they appeared in the same place where Rick and Carl, the producer, had seen the strange ghostly legs. Were they connected? Meanwhile, the crew decided against my will that we were going to split up.
If something's going to happen, you've got the electromagnet gadget. Yeah. You've got Derek with you. And
so
then
we're going to split up, that's what you're saying?
Split up. You lot going down as a small crew. And we'll sit up here and listen.
Do you know things always happen when people split up in the movies?
So we split into 2 groups, which I was not happy about. But Derek had strong feelings that something was happening upstairs.
It's a lady.
Yeah.
Who are you? Who are you? Margaret Sackville.
Wow.
Margaret Sackville. Wee!
Hello.
Okay.